Good morning. This is Schoology Basics, and today we're going to talk about ordering questions. Ordering questions are questions that ask students simply to place choices in order, depending on. I can think of a few examples, maybe in history, even like in the sciences, English. I can definitely. There are definitely opportunities to have ordering questions through all of the subjects that we teach in high school. Um, Myself, a physics teacher, I can think of one really good question for that. But anyway, let's go. Let's get into this. So we're going to go up to Add Question, and we're going to click on Ordering Question. So, like I said, ordering questions are questions that ask me to place something in a particular order. Now, the ordering question I can think of is about the four primary forces of the universe, from weakest to strongest, with one being the weakest and four the strongest. Now, that's something that I've learned over the years, and let's be a little consistent here. That when doing this, you may want to state if the first choice is the strongest or the first choice is the weakest. It tends to make things a little bit easier for students. And they're not up asking you, is one supposed to be the weakest? Even though you presume for most people that that would be the case. Anyway, so that would be gravity being the weakest, item number one. The second one would be the weak nuclear force. The third one would be the electromagnetic force. And then lastly, we have the strong force. So these are our four primary forces, and they are listed right now in order the way I want it answered. Now, I can add, like I can with multiple choice, additional choices to this, but I mean, for this question, there are only four forces of the universe that we currently know of. But in the case, let's say history, I can definitely add a ton more choices here so that they have to list out the events that have led to the downfall of the Roman Empire. You could easily, create 10 events that eventually causes the downfall of the Roman Empire. And at this point, you can see that most of the choices are still there. Partial credit, timed question, and then grading, how many points you want this question to be. For ordering questions, I tend to move that up to the number of choices I have, and I tend to allow partial credit. Continuous sequences, which means that if I get the first one wrong but everything else is right, they should get the full credit for that. Well, full credit except for getting the first one wrong. Okay? That's ordering questions. I'm going to go ahead and create this. And thank you, and Schoology Basics.